The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up. And we are underway now from Santa Clara. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the latest in a long line of NFL QBs from USC.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy,
and got his man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 74 yards. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 27. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Purdy from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Purdy. That is caught, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Garendo on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Aiyuk. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2 yards left on second down from the 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. Here's Garendo, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Bears offense and DJ Moore headed back onto the field. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but it's fair to say this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, That was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Swift.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, here's Williams.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Now this complete right side to the tight end Farrell.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Second down and 8. Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now Purdy. He's got his man complete to Pearsall. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Got a man, that's Aiyuk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Steps away to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Purdy now to throw. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Purdy. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 36. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, it's Williams.
Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Here comes the Bears punter now.
Jacob Cowing deep to receive it.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
They begin on the ground with Garendo. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
His throw incomplete.
He was looking for Jawan Jennings that time.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Still 1st down. Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Looking to throw. Purdy. Completes it to Jennings. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown!
Christian McCaffrey
from 3 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. you maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air, Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Here's 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. He's got the connection to Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Second and 5. Once again, it's Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Williams. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Santos' kick is up and through, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Purdy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Purdy sets up to throw again. That ball caught. Brandon Aiyuk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second down and a yard. Purdy. And that went to the right side and incomplete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Purdy off the play fake. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
Here's Williams. A final shot before break. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. And he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Purdy going to give it to Garendo. Fighting through it. He's got space. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Aiyuk. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 5. In motion goes the tight end. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Purdy from the gun. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Brandon Aiyuk, 40 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catch.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds. And obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. An extra point try now for Moody. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Brandon Aiyuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bears offense and running back DeAndre Swift headed back onto the field. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Here's Williams. And a coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the big man. Get the oxygen tank ready. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy.
That'll be caught by Aiyuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Aiyuk with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now up to 14.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Swift.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 7. Running is Swift. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. To throw, Williams. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49ers offense and Brandon Aiyuk getting set for this next possession. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
McCaffrey on the counter. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing here, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And shutting him off, now open field. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a carry for Swift. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Diamador Lenore up to make the tackle. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now with the change in defense, it no longer was.
Now Brandon Aiyuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Back to throw, Purdy. And this complete right side to the tight end, Farrell.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they don't even need to run a 2nd down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got him on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
So now then the penalties got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Purdy.
And it's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Forced out to his left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Brock Purdy.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw is Williams. And that nearly intercepted. But it's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
He'll get this into the hands of Aiyuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A handoff running right, Garendo. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Here's Purdy. That is caught. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Purdy will set up to throw it here. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Niners are able to stretch out their lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Moody good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
To the air, Williams. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Williams. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Swift going to try up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
They'll go. Here's Williams. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 11. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
On the give, it's Guerrero. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, here's Williams. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Working out of the gun, Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Here's Williams. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. To throw, Williams. That pass complete to Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw, it's Williams. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Caleb Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears get a bit closer. But defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. The Niners offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.